All right, people, the unthinkable has actually happened. Adrien Broner, Manny Pacquiao, Emmanuel Dappertran, Pacquiao, and Adrien Broner. Never thought I'd be talking about that, but look, I mean, the way boxing has gone lately, it's like everything has changed, right? And remember, I talked about this after everything kind of went from pay-per-view over to DAZN and ESPN Plus, the whole platform changed. I said, well, I wonder, is it going to open up, new doors to matchmaking? I said, I wonder, are we going to get better matches that we couldn't get before because these networks all fight like cats and dogs, right? So, here we go, a prime example of a new door being open because Pacquiao fighting on Showtime pay-per-view, I believe, yeah. I think so, it's Showtime. But, going from a long career with HBO, then ESPN, and of course now to Showtime to fight Adrien Broner. So it's crazy, right? It's crazy everything that's happened. I never thought I just never thought I'd be talking about it. So, but look, quickly, I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of background on both. Adrien Broner, 33, 3-1, 29 years old, welterweight orthodox fight, 6'6" reach. Okay, 3 losses: Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, Marcos Maidana. And by the way, the Marcos Maidana fight is probably, I don't know, one of my most I'd say top 10 favorites of all time. If I'm in a bad mood, I'll just put it on and watch it, because it makes me happy to see somebody, completely humbled, right? To see this like arrogant dude just completely humbled, so it just puts me in a good mood. So, whatever. But yeah, Broner, like I said, let's see, he lost against Garcia, Porter, Marcos Maidana. A draw against Vargas. That's what I'm leaving out. Beat Adrian Granados, John Molina Jr., Emmanuel Taylor, Carlos Molina, Paulie Malignaggi. Just to give you guys an idea. Of course, I'm sure you know. But if you don't, now let's have a quick look at Manny Pacquiao. Okay. 67-2, 39 knockouts. Okay, Lucas Matisse, Jeff Horn, Jesse Vargas, Timothy Bradley, Mayweather, Algieri, Bradley, Rios, Marquez, Bradley again, right? Marquez, Mosley, Margarito, Claudy. Actually, I met Claudy. Cool dude. Cotto, Ricky Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya, David Diaz. He's actually a friend of mine, David Diaz. I could even have him on the channel. Not Marcos Maidana. Wow. Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, 3 damn times. Marquez, 4 times? Just a crazy career. So to see these two guys together, it's a unique situation. Pacquiao, 39 years old, about to be 40. Southpaw, that, 5'5" and a half, I think, 67-inch reach. The only, let's see, I think 8, yeah, I was about to say 7, the only 8 division world champion in boxing history, winning 11 major world titles, as well as being the first boxer to win the lineal championship in 5 different weight classes. I mean, it goes on and on and on. I mean, his resume is crazy, right? So he's a legend. He's an icon. He's a future Hall of Famer. So, my thoughts on Adrien Broner: wasted talent. Okay, you want my honest opinion. I want to talk about just the overall fight, what I think of it, and I'll do a prediction later. But I mean, I already know what's going to happen. I kind of want to talk about it now, but I'll talk about it later because I can almost guarantee you I'm going to get this one right. Okay, so just remember that. Come back to my channel, and I almost can promise you I'm going to get this right. But and it's not real hard. But maybe it is. But I promise I'll get this prediction right. I'm like 90, 97, 98% sure. But my thoughts on Broner: wasted talent. He's just a wasted talent. I don't like how he tries so hard to be like Mayweather. He even like tries to stutter, that Mayweather stutter, and tries so hard to just mimic his body language and just tries to be him. And I don't like that. It's like Paulie Malignaggi said when they fought, he was like, be yourself, bro. Be yourself. People will like you. They will like you for you. You can act like you and people will like you, right? So that's my thing. And he is talented. And, you see like flashes of greatness even. I could call it greatness. You see flashes of of a Mayweather, even like, just I'm not going to say names, but a top elite, world class fighter. But then it's like something happens. He shuts down. I don't know, loses confidence. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, and it pisses me off because this guy has been given such an opportunity. Coming back from or given a second and a third and a fourth chance. All the legal problems, like his SUV got shot up not long ago, just a ton of legal problems, getting pulled over, drunk, drugs, whatever. So he's just been given chance after chance, and he tells us the same thing. It's like he's cried wolf too many times. He always talks about, oh, I'm going to take it serious, I'm going to give it everything, I'm going to win, I'm going to compete. And then he gets in the ring and it's the same old shit. So that's my problem with Adrien Broner, is a wasted talent. I think if he would just cut the act, cut the image. It's like he tries harder, to be a public, a public entertainer, right? A public figure, whatever you want to call it, rather than a boxer, rather than just being a good boxer. And that's what it just drives me crazy because, like I said, the guy's been given, the opportunity of a lifetime, and he's really wasted it. In my mind, he's completely wasted it because he could be so much better. And it's like when you have that friend and they're really, really good at something, but they do nothing with it. Or maybe they kind of do something with it, but they don't. I mean, they could be an artist or a musician or something, but they're working, at like some gas station or whatever. Nothing against that. I'm just saying, like they're not applying their talent, and that's what I see in Adrien Broner. I think Pacquiao going into this particular fight, I think he's going to be incredibly focused, determined, because the thing is, I mean, if you listen to any of the press conferences, like with Broner and Pacquiao, it's really all about, who's going to hit the Mayweather lottery, right? And Broner saying, look, you're not going to beat me. I'm going to go on to fight Power or Mayweather. And Pacquiao said, no, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to fight Mayweather. So it's almost like, you could call the fight, the pre-show for the Mayweather, the Mayweather matchup, whoever it may be, which it will be Manny Pacquiao. There's no way in hell Adrien Broner is going to win this fight. It's not going to happen. Yeah, I think he's going to be incredibly focused, like I said, a lot riding on this fight. Huge rematch with Mayweather. I think that would solidify his legacy if he could beat Mayweather in a rematch, and I think he can. I think he can beat Mayweather in a rematch, but I doubt he will. I doubt Mayweather will fight Pacquiao. I just don't see it happening unless he needs the money, like desperately needs the money or something. I don't see it happening, but who knows? I mean, who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it will. I would like to see a rematch and Pacquiao retire. I want to say, probably, I don't know, maybe 3 more fights out of Manny Pacquiao, Broner, Mayweather, and then whoever else, I don't care. And then retire because, they need to let these guys coming up have a little bit of the spotlight and they need to have their turn, So, these older guys that have ruled boxing for a better part of a decade or longer, they need to step aside and let these younger dudes come up and and get the attention, and that's what I really think. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll give you a little bit of my prediction. I think Broner, he's looking real heavy right now. Like if you look at these pictures, like in the body, look, even Pacquiao says right here, the Pacquiao family would like to wish. Oh, by the way, happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. But he said today is Thanksgiving. Would like to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving, and to you, Adrien Broner, lay off the stuffing. Our official weigh-in is in 57 days. And if you look at Broner in the middle, like I thought he had like a vest on, like a bulletproof vest. I'm like, what the hell? It looks like a block, like a rectangle. From his chest down, looks like a rectangle, and he's looking fat, and even Pacquiao, there's a couple of videos out there where Manny's, talking about his weight and things like that. But, Adrien Broner, he's at the press conference just completely, clowning Pacquiao, acting like a fool. And there's no need for that. I just don't like it. I just wish that, I love that picture. Marcos Maidana knocking him out of the rope, or knocking him like through the ropes. So, but look, there's no need for it. I understand he's trying to sell the fight. He's trying to be entertaining, but he comes across as just a jackass. It's not funny. He did like this little comedian sketch, trying to be funny, making really racist jokes, you know, talking about how Asian people can't drive and stuff like that, you know. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, I didn't find the humor in it. I thought it was racist. But, you know, the bigger news, though, Pacquiao and Freddie Roach, you know, reunited. And I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming video. But right here, Manny Pacquiao, Freddie Roach reunite in Los Angeles. Pacquiao said he hoped Roach would work as a supervisor with longtime associated Boo Boy Fernandez taking a lead role in training. Manny plans to divide his training camp into two parts, with the first half taking place in the Philippines and the final part probably at Wild Card Gym with Freddie Roach. But I'm gonna probably put together a quick video for you guys and tell you the whole situation, because there's a lot more to it than, you know, than's being told, you know. So but we'll get into that later. So yeah, I'll probably leave it at that. You know, my overall thoughts are, like I said, I like the fight. I'm not paying for it. I'll never pay for another pay-per-view in my life, you know. So definitely not paying for it, but I can definitely tell you, if you're going to bet, put your money on Pacquiao, because it's going to lead to a Mayweather rematch. That's if Mayweather has the courage to get back in the ring, you know, with Manny Pacquiao. So I don't know, because right now Pacquiao's looking fresh, you know. I mean, I don't think he's like prime or anything, but he's looking good. I mean, and he will be 40 years old December 7th, I think, something like that. So, I mean, dude's about to hit 40, but he's looking better than a lot of these upcoming welterweights. So, you know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know. I mean, he's had a good life, taking really good care of himself. He's got a ton of money, a team of doctors, you know, nutritionalists. I mean, he's got just a ton of advantages in his corner. So, you know, I mean, he's just one of those people that are lucky in life, you know. So, you know, he might be 40, but, you know, he probably has the body of a 32 or 33-year-old young man, is what I think. And sure, there's a lot of wear and tear from boxing, of course there is, but there's also a lot of knowledge that he's gained, you know, through all those wars and those battles and things like that. That's why you see a different version of Pacquiao today. You know, he's not throwing 100, 112 punches around, but, you know, he makes up for that in that veteran knowledge. So because of all that, you know, you just take all of that, there's no way Broner's going to beat him, you know, because Broner's going to gas out. I mean, I can already tell you, he's already looking fat, looking heavy. I mean, it's like he gets out of breath just talking at the press conference. So, you know, it's like he gets gassed out at the damn press conference. So, you know, Pacquiao all the way. What do you think, guys? Leave it below.